What's going on, y'all? This is Prince Daniel, and this is the Entertainers Corner. How y'all doing tonight? Yo, so from my left to right, we have Simien Robinson here tonight, man. How you feeling today, brother?
Feeling good now.
You feeling good?
Feeling
You good?
now.
All right, man. How about this weather that was going on today, bro? How you feel about that?
Too hot.
Too hot,
bro.
Too
Too
hot.
hot. Listen, I posted on my Facebook the other day. It's too hot for clothes. If you see me, just nod, keep going. Just nod, keep going, man. Don't try to have a whole conversation. Just
Okay. And then to my immediate right, we have the dope, the beautiful, the awesome Dr. Latoya K. Williams, aka Miss Earth USA. Miss Earth USA, how you doing today?
I am doing well. I'm happy to be here.
Okay. I see you did a lot to get in here today.
I did.
Beautiful.
You did a lot.
I did. I wanted to make sure the aesthetics was on par.
Okay. Now, real talk, I was just messing with Tony and said we need shoe cam because if you see the shoes, this is definitely the black version of 3 clicks to go home. But they dope. I love it. And then we have the wonderful, the talented, the beautiful
Yeah.
Daryl Lamb.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. You got some big things going on. So you got a couple things going on. You've been out here for a while.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about it. We definitely gonna play some games. I definitely
Games?
Yeah. So I typically
Okay.
there's a game I typically play. I'm no beer pong because I didn't have time. Like this is gonna. I think this is
I
gonna
on
be
that beer pong.
this is gonna be my show's running theme. Yo, either I can't go get the beer for the beer pong or forget my pong balls.
Oh my
Either
gosh.
one.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the
bro said
running
we just
thing.
gonna
I
flip the
promise
water
you.
bottle.
Man,
We just
something,
gonna flip the water bottle.
something. But definitely. But we will play a game like so. It's like a name that song. Can you name that song? But instead of like actually singing the lyrics, I read them.
Okay.
Oh,
I read them.
dang, no melody.
No melody, no nothing, no
So
tempo. I read them about as Ben Stein as you can Ben Stein. It's bland, and you got to guess based off what the lyrics are. Now I will tell you this: if you lose 3 times in a row, I will definitely start to make it easier.
Oh,
I
okay.
will make it easier.
Okay. I had to brace myself.
Games. Games.
Practice. We're talking about practice. For real. So we're gonna start, man. We're gonna start with Daryl Land. So how long have you been in music?
So I've been in music, like recording since 2019.
Okay.
I've been practicing music since I was like 10.
Wow.
I played
Okay.
the viola.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
The little tiny violin.
The bigger one.
The bigger one?
It's a little deeper.
Mhm.
But yeah.
It's the little ones that call like a piccolo or something. The little tiny
No,
violin.
there's
Or
violins
is that a
and then
cello?
there's viola. Cello is the one that sits in between your legs.
Yeah, I know, but there's a little tiny like violin. There's a name.
He's
for
talking
it.
about the fiddle.
No, I'm not.
Well,
I'm not talking about the
violin
fiddle.
is name.
No, I ain't talking about the Cotton Eye Joe joint. It's like another one where you play like the violin.
You gonna have to put me on because I don't know.
Yeah, it's little. My cousin was playing. I can't even remember the name of it. It's a little bit smaller than the violin.
Dang. No,
Yeah.
I played the viola. So I played that, and then I didn't start recording and making music until 2019.
That's dope. You come a long way.
Yeah.
So the last time I heard you sing was, if I'm not mistaken, at the Tribute to Soul joint.
Yes, I
Tribute to
really
Soul
enjoyed
joint.
that venue.
That was a really
dope
dope
event.
That was a dope event.
Yeah.
It was dope. Y'all went in, and I'm sitting up there just looking like,
That's awesome because I
Listen,
couldn't
like,
see a thing up there. It was
hell
just
no, them
like
lights was bright as hell.
So I'm glad. Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
glad you was out there. I really love that
well, I
venue.
kind of had to be there.
Yeah, it was a good event. Good people.
Promote something that don't show up to.
Yeah.
Or they said promote something that don't show up to.
Yeah,
That would have been a whole. That
you
would have
in
been a whole
entertainment,
disaster.
you gotta be on top of the events in the area for
Mhm.
sure.
Definitely got to be on top of things. Keep my ear to the ground. You do got a couple things going on though.
I do. I'm excited. This month has been exciting. I'm here,
Mhm.
and then I'll be at Anodyne Coffee on the 14th. That's going to be like a group, like a showcase.
Yeah.
Spider Creek will be there. Felix Ramsey.
Felix is a show off. If you see this Felix
I
out, you a
love him.
whole
He's
show
a
off.
family friend of ours. So.
I know Felix personally.
Yeah, same. And he's just fantastic.
He's short self. He can blow though. He can sing.
Yeah.
He can sing. Him and his mama.
Yes.
His mom goes to my church.
Yes,
Yeah.
Miss Mary Kay.
She's beautiful soul.
Yes,
person.
so I'll be doing that. I'm super excited to be a part of that. And then on July 20th, I will be at 88.9 doing the State of Sound. So that'll be just me, 30 minutes. You'll hear me on the air, a little bit off air.
So like 88.9 tiny desk type of joint.
Yeah, kind of. I get a stage, I think. That's so crowded, but yeah, that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. Oh, and I'm dropping my album this month.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm dropping my deluxe. So there'll be, there was going to be 4 additional songs. There might actually be 5. So that's exciting. Last minute sneak in, but that'll be a whole different, I think it's been nice to like hear the evolution of my writing progress. So.
Yeah, so if you don't mind me asking, how young are we?
I am going to be 29 next month.
Bullshit.
29.
You about 24 years old.
Oh my God, I got kids. I'm like adulting, to the fullest. But yeah, I didn't start music until I was, what was 2019? Like 4 years ago? Yeah, like 25.
Oh, that's a good age.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I didn't expect to do music, so it was never like something I like sought to do. It just kind of like fell into place.
So what was that driving that key, that turn, that moment that was like, I can do this? What was that?
That was when I had a friend that I had worked with. He was like, you need to come do like background vocals for me for this song I'm writing. This man ain't never heard me sing in my life. I'm like, this is alarming. So I go in and like to the studio, and it's like a legitimate like recording studio. And that's where I met my engineer, TK. He's great. And they like were just really encouraging of like, dang, you sound really dope, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, cool. Like I've always been a writer. It hasn't necessarily been music, but I always did that pretty well. And then we had like a session where we were just listening to beats, and it just kind of like flowed naturally. I was like, oh, this ain't that hard. Like, it's not that hard to write a song, and everybody like really messed with it. So the first time I ever wrote a song was my first single, Keep Going. So yeah, people really messed with it, and it was like, what's next? And I'm like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll do more songs. And then I have all these songs. I'm like, I guess I'll make an album. So yeah, it's just kind of naturally been like, I guess I'll do this.
So basically, like the snowball got to rolling, and now you're like, okay, I'm here.
I'm here. Yeah, it's surreal sometimes. It's definitely like, dang. I won a singing competition last year. It was international, so that was like a really like big validation for me.
What's the name of the competition?
Unsigned.
Oh, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a big deal in real life.
Yeah, it was very like just surreal because I like submitted the music, didn't hear back for like a long time, like months. So I was like, oh, like I didn't expect to win. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, you're a semifinalist. I was like, oh, that's wild. And then I heard I won first place for vocal performance. So, yeah.
Yo, that's a big deal.
Thank you.
Unsigned, though, so unsigned.
Thank you.
I've heard of that, and that is a really big deal.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I appreciate
that's
that.
dope. That's dope. All this dope talent comes out of Milwaukee.
Yeah. Yes.
And it'd be so low key. It'd be so low key.
Right. I agree.
Like genuinely low key. And I'd be geeked up for it, to see it, to hear about it, so congratulations.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Anything future planned down the pipeline, thoughts, processes?
I'm in the works of just trying to tour.
Mm-hmm.
Like management, touring, that's like the next step. I got the catalog now. Mm-hmm. I got the music. I know I got the talent to do it.
Mhm.
Now it's just like putting that in play. Who can manage me? Because managing me is like just my everyday schedule. I'm like, I can get up, I can make the music. Can someone tell me where to be? Like, yeah. So I need all that.
That sounds like more like you need an assistant.
That too. That too. I need the works, the team. That's the next goal.
Get the team together. All right. So we're gonna continue this left word trend with my left word. Y'all right. So Dr. Latoya Williams, okay, Miss Earth, USA.
Yeah. Elite Miss
Yeah,
USA.
You gotta throw the elite in there, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's important.
So I've heard this story before. They haven't heard this story before. So
How about you tell them the story?
No, I didn't. But first, before we dig into there, I want to talk a little bit about what you do professionally. So can you give the people a little bit of background on what you do professionally?
Yes, I'm a forensic and neuropsychologist. If you had any type of interaction with the prison setting or the court setting, you already know me. They've seen me already. Because I'm usually in and out of prisons and jails and in and out of court, and I do forensic evaluations to basically profile. I assess a person's risk to commit another offense, and I deliver a stat to the court on how likely they are to commit another offense, what will likely trigger it, what can be done so that they don't. That's me in a nutshell.
So in a nutshell, you let people know whether or not certain people within this society is actually prone to fucking up again.
I do.
That's the best way to put it.
That's an important role.
That's what I do. State of Wisconsin, I've worked in a number of different states. So I've worked in Louisiana, Illinois. I've worked out in Cali. I've done some work down in Florida. I travel around. I actually just got asked to go to Michigan and do some work. And I turned it down because, of course, I got the pageant thing going right now. But I move around. I've worked in a number of different states. But the state of Wisconsin is a really good state that's interested in investing the money that way.
So there's also some type of project that you're working on involving a certain plant.
Oh, the hemlock plant.
Yeah.
So that falls up under pageantry. That doesn't fall up under my private practice, which is Site Connection, by the way. Just in case you all have family members, they find themselves in some trouble, give me a call, let me hear the case. I'll let you know whether I can jump aboard. And
Don't call. As you know, Dee or Ray or Boo Man been fucking up since he been 12, and you know he's gonna do it again. Don't waste the time. I'm just saying. You already know your baby got an 85.5% chance of fucking up again. So don't.
No, call me. Don't listen to him. Do not listen to him at all. No, give me a call anyway, because there are usually stuff in your social history. That's the reason why you keep messing up. And a part of my job is to help carve out that treatment plan to make sure you put it to an end, to make sure you don't recidivate. So nice. I deliver all that to your attorney. I deliver all that to the judge. And a lot of times the state of Wisconsin will go ahead and pick up that bill for you to get that necessary help. So no, don't listen to him.
She on your team.
Yeah, I am. I'm on everybody's team. So I am hired by the judges. I'm hired by the prosecution. I'm hired by the defense. I take cases based on what I believe in. I don't work a particular side.
I like that, yeah.
That's dope. Don't bring All right. I'm just kidding. I'm playing this all jokes. So
the hemlock plant.
Let's talk about So I heard the hemlock plant is supposed to be poisonous.
It is. It's toxic.
Uh-huh. So what is the actual study? What is it supposed to do? What are you looking into that this plant can have potential benefits for?
Okay, so the hemlock plant is a plant that's natural to our country. So not all plants grow in every place, but it's natural to our country and we can easily find it. It has been found to be effective in treating bipolar disorder, the manic episodes of bipolar disorder, and it's also an anticonvulsant. So it helps with seizures because those two medical conditions are actually a problem with the same neurotransmitter in the brain called GABA. Um, my goal is to research the plant to figure out the dosing that's the most effective, but that is the least toxic. So I've already put together a research team, and it's a matter of us actually getting together, doing the testing, getting support from Washington. That was my platform for Earth. And a huge reason for why I wanted to win the USA crown because it comes with that national platform and that additional support.
So now your journey or foray or ride, however you want to put it, into pageantry is really unique.
It is.
I've heard the story several times, and every time I hear it, I'm still shocked
I'm still shocked.
because it's like how in the hell do you just and then be like, yep, you can do it.
Yeah.
So explain what that looked like. For one, how it happened, and then two, what that journey looked like till today. Because
Okay.
I know it, they
Right, but
don't.
they
Like I work with you, so
Yeah.
I haven't heard this.
No.
We know each other. We know each other. Let's tell them.
I think I did tell you maybe some smaller pieces of it. So first, I think in order to get an idea of why this is so surprising is most people who go into pageantry when they're young. Um, I know pageant girls here in Wisconsin. They've been trying to win a national title since they were like 8, 9, 10 years old. And people do it partly because it's called a hobby, but it's called like basically the hobby that makes you broke because it's expensive. But for the people who win, they win things. You win scholarships to college. And I actually wish that I would have gotten into this when I was a teenager so that I could have had my schooling paid for. But you get scholarships to college, you get monetary rewards that you can use to pay your bills. The sponsors give you things. So it's kind of like an athlete, when an athlete becomes popular, then sponsors come in and give things. So I walk up to my front door and it'll be random packages on my front door and I take it in and it's shoes or it's a bathing suit or someone is reaching out saying, hey, you're going to the international pageant. We want to put you in one of our dresses. That part of it is super dope now that I have this. But how I got into it was a bit unexpected. I was in Miami and I was trying to promote my second business. And
which is
the second business is a pageant business, but it was more of a mental health pageantry business. So this was in connection with Chesley Chris. And for those of you who don't know her, she was the Miss USA who got to reign 2 years because she reigned during COVID. So she was in the lineup of when a lot of Black women was winning the prestigious pageants and they had won them all at the same time. So I don't know if y'all remember that picture going around where it's like 4 Black girls all in a row. So that was really exciting for us because it was something that we didn't really see. Pageantry hasn't always been receptive to non-white women. Well, Chesley Chris, unfortunately, committed suicide. And I began talking to people about mental health within pageantry. And so she was someone who I knew indirectly. So I have a best friend, and my best friend and her were friends. So close enough where when it happened, it impacted me. So you can kind of hear my voice getting shaky right now. So, being a mental health provider, one of the things that I wanted to do was kind of connect to the bigger systems like America and USA and Earth and Universe, and launch a mental health platform to really help the ladies. So I'm in Miami. I am launching what is supposed to be my second business. Um, and out of nowhere, a guy walks in. He's bringing a lot of attention with him. He has with him Natalia Simien. And for those who don't know pageantry, Natalia was one of the Black girls who had won a major crown. Um, they're signed in magazines and things like this. There's a lot of media exposure. He liked my dresses that I was wearing around the hotel because I've always been a bit extra.
She listen. She when she step out, she step out.
Yeah, I've always been a bit extra and everything. So he really liked my dresses. And at first I just thought he was saying something just to say it. But he was like, I want to take a picture with you. This went on over a period of days, and I just thought he was just,
Being a fan.
Yeah, I just thought he was just not being a fan, but I have an impression of people who have a certain status, and I think sometimes they present themselves as nice just to be nice. So I just thought he was just talking. At one point, I was walking back to my hotel. They were on the red carpet. He saw me walk past and called me over and said, get in a picture. So I jumped in the picture. Then we started hanging out at the pool. And so we got to talking about Earth and what it was about. And I'm trying to sell him my mental health business. And he likes it because I'm coming from a much more organic kind of place. I'm talking to him about different plants and herbs and things like that. And so he initially was like, well, yeah, I want you to do an actual presentation. I like the idea of you coming aboard to Earth to do this. Hang out a little bit more at the pool, and then the conversation comes up about me representing Wisconsin. And so basically he was like, go back to Wisconsin. I want you to connect with my people. I want you to actually apply. I want to see if they like you. And if they like you, then I want you to come aboard and represent Wisconsin. So that's what I did. Hit the plane, came back here, started the process. About 2 months later, my state crown and sash was coming in the mail.
Okay.
Yeah, it was quick. It was quick. And then I just hit the ground running with doing appearances, putting together my platform, jumping into my coaching. I have one of the best coaches in the world, literally. Her name is Wendy Russo. She's coached a lot of Universe ladies, a lot of Earth girls, America girls, USA girls. I'm actually her second person to do a pageant for the first time and win nationals.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So that was how it all went down. And then 9 months later, I was like, holy cow, I got a national crown and I'm getting ready to go to internationals.
Okay, so that's dope. I've heard this story.
History.
Making big history here, especially in Wisconsin. She just glanced over the fact that she was like, the first version, or the first Black woman from Wisconsin to win this particular
Yes.
Crown.
I didn't gloss
Particular.
over it.
You definitely glossed over it.
I just forgot to say it.
That should be a sentence.
That should definitely be a punctuation in the middle.
A pause.
A pause.
Let
Yeah.
it sink in.
Let's just start the story. Let's just start the story.
Right.
Like, here is how I got here.
So it'd be like, so this is the story of how I became Wisconsin's first and won Miss Elite Earth USA
Yeah.
on 9 months. You know?
I am the first Black Wisconsin representative for Earth International, and I am the first time the state of Wisconsin has won the national crown. So
That's
if
how
this,
you do it.
if
Yo,
this has taught you all nothing, it's to bet on Black.
You know what I'm saying? She got, listen, what's that called? That's called a triple crown when you get 3 at a time. You get 3. She had first 3 times in a row. Now, for me, that's dope. All in 9 months.
That is
Oh,
dope.
in your first rodeo.
Yeah.
Hey,
In your first rodeo. So now we're gonna start over to my left, man. You know what I'm saying? Last but not least in this conversation of introduction and seeing where we're going, man. We got business.
yes, sir.
Poppin',
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
Everything. Big things popping. Little things stop it.
Okay. So you have a book out, man,
Yes, sir.
and I was reading one of your Facebook stats.
Okay. Oh. All right, you gotta warn me with that.
And-
We can go anywhere with this, but
And no, I ain't gonna put you out there. I'll put enough crazy shit on Facebook.
that's what I'm saying. We can go anywhere with this one.
If you know me, I speak my mind on that. You like, what's wrong with Prince? Ain't shit wrong with me. I'll be thinking about y'all.
Exactly.
Y'all make
Because
me
I
crazy.
see life and I'd be like, it's funny. Be like, who hurt you? This ain't even happened to me. I just
And if I happen to talk about a real life situation, just be glad I ain't put your name in it. Just be glad I'm not petty enough to put your name on it.
all right. So what was the status?
It was mentioning your journey to writing this book and the struggle. And I found it dope because a lot of people don't understand when you're chasing your dream, when you're chasing a goal, it can be costly, not just monetarily, but also mentally. And in some of the hurdles, that you come across.
I should preface this with the fact that seems recent.
Yes, it was.
I quit my job 8 weeks ago.
Mhm.
Ooh.
So the Saturday of my book release made 8 weeks since I quit my job.
Mhm. See,
So when you talk about monetarily, I literally gave myself 3 months to say it's either going to happen or nothing's going to happen, and I can't take time off because I literally quit my job to say I made money. Like I made money easily.
Bro,
I wasn't.
I was a top car salesman.
I wasn't.
In the top.
I was doing
business,
sales. I was doing sales,
and I stepped away to chase my dream. So trust me, I understand.
and I had to work every weekend. So it was open to close every Saturday, Sunday. So it's not like I could do book signings. It's not like I could do anything else to further help people or help myself. So it was just like, you make money, you don't have to do anything at work. Like I just wore suits, talk to people. That's all I do every day. So I was like, it's cool. But it was like, as soon as I started telling myself like, I don't like it, but I can deal with it. That moment I was like, I don't got to deal with nothing. I don't want to be here. I don't have to be here. And around that time, I was just thinking, like, if money is your biggest obstacle, you're either not working hard enough or thinking smart enough. So I took that out the way and said, you know what? It's time to put it in. It's time to put it in. So when it was time to like make the book, the problems you're talking about, I published the book in March. I had to take the book down. It was already on Amazon, Walmart, Barnes and Noble.
Wow.
First of all, that's hard to do for a author in general because it's
out there.
costly.
Yeah.
So like it's easier to do it on Amazon and you can make money off of it. Not knocking any, authors. That's the easiest and most lucrative way if you're only going to not push your book. I wanted to have my own book. I wanted to have my title. I wanted to have my image. I wanted to have all of my copyrights. So that's why I had to take the book down the first time. Then I just republished it. I want to say June 12th. So it actually got published as a paperback and it won't be back in stores till July 12th. So next Wednesday, it'll be back in Walmart. back on Amazon, back on Barnes and Noble.
Awesome.
And I will be doing a tour starting in Wisconsin at the Barnes and Nobles. I have to get the schedules for the Brookfield Mall and the Bayshore.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we already have
What
May
those
4
tour
coming
dates
in.
at?
I will post those on my social media, and I will post them so they will be marketed. So like I spend a lot of money on ads. So when I do have those dates, you'll see it. Whether you want to or not, you'll see me. I'm just gonna let you know whether you want to or not, you'll see me.
Listen, when I run ads, that is my thing. I will piss you off.
Listen, people don't like me, man. You ain't got no choice. You ain't got no choice. And people share it, so it's like people support it. So like even if I'm not spending the money on ads, I'll have the publicity. So those are two different things. Ads and advertising and marketing is one thing in itself, but publicity is a different entity. So like that's what the book signing helped with that, because everybody showed up, and I did it at my bro's place, Ambition Center. So everybody tagged him and everybody tagged the location. So that's what I like to do when I do something. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I can help my bro out. And I got my other bro to photograph it. So it was just like, cool.
Hey,
Everything's working together. Everything's working together.
They're growing together. That's dope. So, what was the opus behind you, the emphasis behind you writing the book, bro?
So a note to self is just that. I started writing. I had the idea December 12th to say the new year's coming up. What do I want to do? Who do I want to be coming in? I just turned 26 in March, so newly 26. Around this time, I had the idea of saying, you know what? I'm going to be an author before 26. Keep in mind, this is only 3 months. Not even 3 full months, because my birthday's March 8th. So it was not even 3 full months at this point. December 12th, I was like, okay, let's write a prompt to myself. I'm supposed to write it from the 5-year mark. So when I'm 30, I'm writing to my 25-year self to tell me how I got there. So importantly, how do I become successful? But more importantly, how do I still maintain my character? How do I still maintain my heart? How do I still maintain wanting not just the best for myself, for my family, my community, my race, my human race overall? That's what was more important to me. So it became clear very quickly, this is not going to be a prompt. So I was like, let's make it a book. So December 14th, I started writing the book. And every day since, I went live writing the book. So another big thing for me is I've never had somebody show me how to do anything, and I do a lot. So anytime I can show somebody how to do something, I do. So I went live the entire writing process. So there will be an album next Wednesday when I launch the book everywhere. I'll post that album to show everybody like, hey, here's the entire process. And I'll be starting a course next month to actually help everybody, write their book and get published. So December 14th, I started writing, and every day since, not missing a day. Whether it was work, whether it was traveling, I went out of town for like 2 weeks and still did it. Every single day, I would dedicate at least an hour. A lot of days, it was like a lot more. But every single day, I was consistent with that. And from December 14th, I finished writing January 14th. So it only took a month to write the book. It took another month to edit the book. Then it took another month to publish the book. So from this January 14th to February 8th, I was editing. From February 8th to March 7th, the day before my 26th birthday, is when it was on Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Oh, wow.
So when I said I wanted to do something, rain, sleet, hail, or snow, it's gonna get done. Might not look pretty all the time, but it's gonna get done. So March 7th, the day I woke up, right before my birthday, and I got that email from Amazon and I got the email from Barnes and Noble later that day, and everything was done. So from December 14th to March 7th was the writing, editing, and publication process.
Oh, wow. That's a lot in a short.
That's a lot in a short. He
You
just
know,
totally knocked out my whole 9 months.
Stop it.
Rain
Stop
thing.
it. Stop
with
it.
his-
We still got 6. We still got 6 months. I literally just wrote down my second. So I called it the halftime game plan. So first 6 months, first half is done. I've been doing good. I don't necessarily feel like it's a good game I'm having right now. So now I wrote down the second half. So I wrote down my halftime game plan for my second half. I got to write my second book. I got to release my first mixtape in a very long time.
Mixtape.
So I do music too.
Okay.
So
wow.
actually, I should go through the list. Author number one, because that's first on my business card. I literally had to make new business cards when I got the book. So people are like, what do you do? I just show them my business card. So author, artist, voice artist. So any commercial, cartoon, audiobook you hear, that's what a voice artist is. Musician, actor, photographer, videographer, soon to be cinematographer. So when we release the mixtape, we'll release a documentary. I keep saying me, I do a lot. Cinematographer, public speaker, personal trainer, and next year bodybuilder.
Wow.
The list.
Jeez.
Oh, something young. Like, I'm 41. You put me to shame, bro.
Stop it.
Damn, bro, I need to do
my
more.
God,
Stop.
that's-
And I tell myself that all the
I need to
time.
do
It's like,
more.
you're not doing enough.
Not do a lot.
Exactly.
I do a lot.
I think we all have that problem, like regardless of how much we're doing, it's just like, oh, we can do more. We can do more. It's like, nah, like sometimes you gotta take a step back and like, hey, no, I did it. So that's what the book signing was for. It was like, nah, chill. You wrote a book.
Yeah.
like calm down, bro. Like
Right.
calm down.
Yes.
So we all, so for me, like my grind and my ambition and my motivation comes from, like, I grew up on 21st and Corey
Okay.
and 34th from Juneau by the way of Chicago, Cabrini Green. So like,
I'm from Chicago as well.
so my whole thing was like, nigga, I grew up in that. I ain't going fucking back.
I know what it
Fuck
is.
that. I don't care what I gotta do outside of being a hustler again. I'm not going.
Yeah, not going back.
So I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that me, my children, never have to see that again. Like I could be hood adjacent,
I love that term.
but I'm not going back to where like I feel like in the war zone where I gotta move like I'm in the war zone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Because it's not just your actions, it's your mindset.
yeah, exactly. And then like I don't want to go back to having to feel like, damn, I got to sleep with a pistol, or I got to do this or that, because like I want my house to have peace, because everything around me is chaos, right? So I know I'm gonna ask the same question to all of y'all, right? So we're gonna go from left to right. So what is your why? What is your why for doing what you do? Because we all gotta have a reason why. What's the why behind that? It seems like an unyielding grind you have.
You said left to right.
This is my left, definitely.
Gotcha. I'm tripping. My why is I want to change the world. I want to end hunger, homelessness, unemployment. I'll do that through business, but then I also want to change minds. So I want to change bodies. I'm going to end hunger, homelessness, unemployment. I feel like that's enough for one lifetime. If I can get those three, then we'll worry about war and everything else. But physically, I want to end those three. I will end those three through business. I want to change the mind. That's what the book is for. That's what the music is for. That's what anything entertainment wise that I do. So
Basically,
my parent company is Top Chef Entertainment. We'll be changing that to Top Chef Enterprise now, because we're doing a lot more than just entertainment. But it stands for anything we do, we give food for thought.
Okay,
So whether you see it, whether you hear it, it'll catch you, but then it'll make you think. You might not like it because it's gonna make you think like, why is this man in my life? why is this man bringing up things I thought I was over 20 years ago? So my why is to change the world physically, mentally, emotionally. As a man, especially as a Black man, I feel that not a lot of us have support in ourselves and support other Black men, especially in business. So like if you're trying to be successful and you're trying to do anything outside of go viral, outside of make music, outside of be a entertainer or a athlete, which nothing is wrong with those, but if you're trying to do anything outside of that, oftentimes it's not accepted or supported in society. So with even that, I want to make sure that that is literally the number one cause of death in males. Like it's not killing somebody else. It's I might kill myself. So that is what is important to me. And I don't want to have that continue in not just the Black community, which is severely underfunded and severely under maintenance when it comes to physical therapy or mental therapy, and changing that mindset. So I want to change the physicality for everybody. I want to change the mentality for everybody. And I want to make the world overall a better place. So like if I die tomorrow and I know like the book's out, the second book will be out, the music will be out, I'm cool. So like my why isn't necessarily an extrinsic value in saying that, oh, I want this, I want that. It's more so an intrinsic value in saying that if my family's taken care of after me, that makes me feel good. Like personally, I will feel a certain type of way if my grandma died before I can buy her a house. I feel a certain type of way if my mom died before I could make sure she ain't got to worry about nothing. A day in her life and can get new flowers every week, you know, has everything taken care of. You know, I want to make sure that that is for my family and that I can give the keys for other men like me, for other people like me, for other people who have the mindset to say, hey, I want the best for myself and I also want the best for my community, which is why like I give everything. I want to give those keys to other people so they can make sure that, oh, my family's taken care of, my community's taken care of. And then if we have enough people like that, the world's taken care of.
Dope. I like that. This man's a philanthropist. All right. Yeah, real philanthropic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we do a food pantry every Tuesday, Thursday from 4 to 6. So should have said that. Also have a nonprofit. So if you ever need food or clothes, Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m., Saturday from 10 to 12.
Where you doing?
73rd and Burleigh, One God, Milwaukee. If you need help finding the place, just give me a call, add me on Facebook, whatever. But yeah, we do that every Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. And we're actually one of the most consistent pantries in the state.
Awesome. Dope. I was you the whole time he sounded like this dude. He don't know the word for what he is, but that's what he is.
I gotta put that on the card too.
So
I was thinking of another word. I couldn't figure it out. I was in my
that's it.
I was like, if I had this other word.
So Dr. looks for you.
Yes.
Looks for you. What is your driving force behind what you do? What is your why?
So Simien said his why is wanting to make the world better. But my why has always been wanting to advance my culture. My whole desire to go into forensics started when I was a teenager. My goal was to educate the judicial system on why certain things were happening in my community, because at that time I was young and I thought they didn't understand us. I thought
they don't.
No, they understand.
No, they understand plenty.
They understand.
It is functioning exactly the way
It
was intended to function, and that was to keep people that look a certain way in chains and to keep people who didn't look a certain way out of chains, regardless of who was guilty or who was innocent. And that's a huge reason for why I don't take cases based on the side. I take the cases that I believe in. So I, as a kid, would look at all the police brutality and would look at the raids that was coming into the apartment buildings that I was living in and the way that we were being mistreated. The drugs that was being pumped into our community, a lot of times was by them. I could see that. And at the time, I was naive enough to believe that the actual overall judicial system didn't know that was going on. And so I wanted to go into this field to educate them, but to also help them to understand our social history and what was going on that was leading to why we were doing certain things to get access to resources. Lo and behold, I get older and I realize, oh, y'all know exactly what's going on. And so then I shifted from education to I now have to figure out how to get as many of us help as possible and to get as many of us out of this as possible. So my drive is I'm only one person. I can't, save our entire culture, but I believe that it is each of our duty to do everything we can each day to try to change and elevate our culture and to advance our culture.
I mean, listen. So I'm gonna say something. I don't know if y'all like I used to watch like cartoons, like like the animated movies with my little cousins all the time. Right. This is a movie called Robots. Right.
I know exactly.
And the OG robot had, I can't remember his name right now, but he had a saying. It's like he said, "See a need, feel a need." Right. If you see a need, right, and you understand, like find a way to fill it and make it happen. I mean, that's exactly what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. And I don't really like talking about my own self on the show because it's not about me. You know what I'm saying? It's about y'all coming in here. That's exactly why I started. Like I'm starting my nonprofit. That's exactly why I work with the people that I work with and do the things that I do, because I honestly believe that what I do can change and save lives. Now, I do understand that, like, hey, listen, my niche is here, but if I can draw, young adults and get the kids involved, give them something to do outside of, helping them run the streets, because they started taking programs out of schools when I was a kid. You talk about the 90s, middle school, high school, they started taking out band, they started taking out, Pacific arts and, certain gymnastics. All you had was football or basketball. Everybody can't play football and basketball, but they understand that about us, but we don't. You know what I'm saying? But right, if you show a person like, oh, all you can do is rap, or all you can do is sing or dance or woody woo, or well, you can be like that dude from the movie, the gangster movie that we pump into your thing, or you can be like the hood nigga that you see down the block, right? That's what you're gonna grow up emulating and idolizing. Like I was talking to somebody the other day that we're gonna get to in a secondary line. I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, "Do you understand how like how he was on program?" And the dude was like, "Oh man, like black women don't ever pick, the nice dude." I said, no. I said no. I said, would you want to pick the nice soft dude in the hood? Would you? Would you?
You protected?
You ain't gonna feel protected too much. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, but he got mad when I said that. he got mad at me. And I said no, but think about it. I said women are genetically predisposed to pick the man that's gonna give them the best chance of survival, and their children the best chance of survival in whatever environment they in. I said now, back in the '60s, that dude was gonna get up. Oh man, he a gutter rat. He a gutter rat. I ain't dealing with him. But Jim over there, Jim got a good old job. We can buy a house. We can do this. I'm just
saying Jim.
Being Jim. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because back then we didn't have to be the Devontaes or Bromontes and Savanges. You know what I'm saying? Running around. You know what I mean? But I'm just being honest with you, right? But as those times grew less and grew wearier, the men that have to provide, because they snatch jobs out of the inner city and stuff like that, right? Industry went from industry to industries. It still was an industry. It was just different, right?
I would like to say something though once you wrap up.
And somebody got like to get mad but not understand how we think, right? Men want to be what women want. So 9 times out of 10 we shape ourselves that way, right? We found out as we get older, like it's a whole different side of life to that, right?
Yeah.
And then black men, we have to re-transform ourselves, right? And the sad part by the time we done re-transform ourselves, black women done sat up there and got like 3-4 degrees. Because even though she's going after the hood dude, right? But she's going after the so-called dude that might give her some protection because he's tough and this and that, and he can go get money and he doesn't have to submit to popular society. She still knows that, like, hey, I still gotta go get a degree, right? So she go out, she get her degree while we're basically being
They're still
cavemen.
trying to support him.
And still trying to support him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But by the time she's done and tired, and like, man, like this is not what it's supposed to be, right? Because she's screwed up because of what society is tossing at her what should be a man and how she should be as a woman, and we messed up because of the same thing. So it's convergent things, right? You destroy the man, you destroy a lot. You destroy the man, you destroy a lot. You take away a man's ability to provide for his family, regardless of however it is. You destroy a whole thing. Then you can corrupt the woman easier. Like, oh, shit, I don't need him. You know what I mean?
We got
So-
benefits for you.
Mm-hmm. So it was so
Right.
easy. So when you say like the system is working exactly how it's supposed to be, it's working exactly how it was
supposed to
designed.
Yeah.
The entertainment corner is not always supposed to be a political thing, but you never know how it's gonna go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
He put the disclaimer.
Yeah. No, I like it. I like it. But one of the things that I wanted to point out is this concept that Black women always choose
no, I didn't
the
say always.
no, not talking about you. We're speaking generally speaking.
Okay. You wanna
This
get this
concept
correct.
that nope, I did not say Prince said,
I can
sir,
see
I
that.
need you to calm
I can see
down
that.
and let me talk about the concept that I'm talking about. So there's this concept that Black women only choose the bad boy or whatever, or that's who we choose to be with. Couple of things have to be pointed out here. First, not all Black people was raised in public housing. Some of us was raised outside of the hood. Some of us had opportunities to be raised by stable families and in healthy households. I disagree with the ideology that across the entire country, we all was being raised in urbanized neighborhoods, because that's not the case. So when we start talking about women and women dating like the bad boy, that's not a concept that's just within the Black community or even within Black neighborhoods. You will see that all across the state of Wisconsin, and Wisconsin is primarily white. And if you go up into those up north Wisconsin areas, you start going into Kohler, which is a well-to-do area, Elkhart Lake, which is a well-to-do area, you still see the same things. You see the same things across the world. There's a such thing as women going through a phase in their life where they make mistakes in general. And it's usually around the late teen years, early 20 years, where you just make stupid decisions, and it's part of your development. You make stupid decisions about school, about the program you want to go into, the kind of friends you gonna hang out with, and your man.
Yeah,
So, and your man, you just make bad decisions. And you know what? That's okay, because that's supposed to happen so that you can learn to make better decisions later. So I would like, as a culture, for us to stop talking about how Black women choose the bad boy and don't want nobody good until they've been mistreated. It's a developmental thing across races, across the world. Stop trying to beat us over the head like we're the ones that do this.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right
Yeah,
there.
no, it's a microcosm. And like you said, it's because of the fact that we are a minority. So a lot of people don't think about, when you're thinking about statistics, it seems bigger
Okay,
because Black
so
people
I
are
wanna bring the
smaller.
conversation
The
back in.
spotlight is on us.
No, we finna rein this conversation in right now. That's what we doing, because that was not the point.
That's why he gave that
Conversation.
disclaimer.
That was not the point of the conversation.
He said
The point of the conversation.
the thoughts of Prince
It
are
was-
of Princes and Prince alone.
It was not to highlight Black women making negative decisions, right? So let's quantify this so and wrap it up nice and tight. Put a bow on it, and then we're gonna throw it in the slingshot, right? the purpose of that was that's why I picked nature, right? Nature, right? How people are predisposed. Women make those decisions if you look genetically, and it's not a shot at y'all saying you making a dumb decision, you making a bad decision. Women want to feel protected, whether that's you want to feel protected monetarily, physically, mentally, spiritually, or whatever, and your environment typically dictates that.
I'm not speaking to any of what you said. You do realize I'm not speaking to you? I'm speaking to the audience of men who have the stereotype that I'm speaking to.
What I was saying, that wasn't, I know, like, so that's why I was trying to shift it back, right? Because that went way left and let's stay right. So
it didn't go left. You gave an example of what you were talking about, but what I was speaking about is not about what you're speaking about specifically.
I know.
It's me.
She just had an epiphany at that moment.
Yeah, I've been talking to my girl about that. To people that are watching that think in that way. I know you don't think in that way.
Yeah. So those are the people we're not addressing. There'll be a whole nother time for that, a whole nother conversation, because that's a totally different topic where we can have just a.
We're gonna be here all night.
We're
gonna be here all night.
A whole hour conversation on just that alone. So Daryl,
yes.
What is your why?
My why, I wish I could, like, you guys have such great examples of like helping the world and community. I really, my why is being able to like just wake up and choose whoever I want to be that day. Like, I love the freedom.
Why.
I love the freedom to be whoever I choose. I love the freedom to create my life how I choose. And I really, the trickle down effect is like showing people that they too can do whatever it is they wish to be. Because I feel like before I should preface this by saying I'm also a small business owner. I'm a makeup artist and esthetician. So prior to like that being my career,
tell them how you're connected.
Yes, I know. I know Jackie here because I'm her makeup artist. Even though she did her face today, okay, slayed it. But yeah, so before I like made that a career choice, I was like sold on being a teacher for like since I was 7. Like everybody in my family, like, we have so many teachers in the family. You're gonna be a great teacher because I really enjoy the youth, and I suck at school. Like, it's just not. I shouldn't say I suck. I'm average. Okay, I'm a C student. I just wasn't getting with the program. There are subjects I enjoyed, but like when I hit college, like algebra, I was like, why do I need this? Like, I'm just trying to help the community. So I just decided that I'm like, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to I fell into being an esthetician, and I got a lot of question about that. Like, are you sure this is what you want to do with yourself, your career? Like, I'm like, yeah, I wanted to stand on that. So
that's dope. Because estheticians help people, hear.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And helping people hear a lot of times can help them hear and hear.
Yeah. I find a lot of people that they may have a career. They might be doing great in their career, but then they'll pull me to the side and be like, well, how did you go into
because they're not happy.
Yourself?
They're not happy.
Right. I want people to genuinely like what they do. So I like to bring as much joy to myself, and I hope that radiates out.
Big facts. Big facts. That's dope. And every one of you guys have a dope ass why, right? So we gotta have, and that's one of my biggest things. I believe that we all should have a why, what we do, instead of, because a lot of times, right, not having a why, when you jump into something,
makes you just do it just to do it.
It'll make you quit because the moment it don't go good.
Hard, yeah.
You're like, nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm going for the run off to something else because your why for doing it wasn't strong.
Or you ain't have one at all.
Right? And I'm a big firm believer in that. You know what I mean? When you have a why, you can adjust, because when you have a why, you have a purpose and not just a goal. right? You become purposeful in your movements. You become purposeful in your thoughts. You become purposeful in your actions. Everything has a reason.
You can't get from A to Z without a why.
You know what I'm saying? There you go. See, you need the why.
Yeah. I agree.
To be honest, that's the last step before this. That's the step before the last one. Just to be honest with you,
Yeah.
in that order, right? So now time to switch gears. We got a little heavy,
That
a little heavy.
was a
Right.
deep question.
Hey, I'm
that was
heavy.
a deep question.
Yeah.
Got a little heavy.
Right.
Yes,
I'm-
school.
I'm heavy.
She's gonna tell you
So
the scientific terms.
You know what I'm saying? So this is one of my favorite portions. Oh, matter of
this
fact,
is the
before
game
we-
part.
be-
Games.
Before we do this, Miss Durlane,
Yes, sir.
do you mind singing us a verse from one of your favorite songs?
Oh, yay.
Yeah, we gotta get a whole verse.
Hercules,
Just give us a little bit of your favorite song. Just a little bit of your favorite song. Won't be the entertainer's corner.
One of mine.
Yes, one of your favorite songs.
This one ain't come out yet, so it'll be a little something.
Well, no.
Oh,
It don't have to be one of
right.
your songs, but
Oh,
it can be.
something? Oh.
If you want to, go ahead. Matter of fact, let's get one of your songs.
Go ahead and shine.
Because you know what?
shine.
I got. Matter of fact, yes. You want to hear? I want to hear something
Okay,
from what
okay.
you wrote and one of your favorite songs because I had Sean Hink come in here and he dropped an exclusive. Clarice came in here. She sung something exclusive and some of her favorite stuff. So might as well go ahead. Let's keep that trying to roll.
Goodness. Okay, so ooh.
Y'all didn't see that.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I'll do a verse from this one that hasn't come out. So let me explain. It may seem strange. The way he loving me, I know it ain't a game. It's something heavy. I like the pressure. Best thing about it that it just keeps getting better. And I know he haven't sent. Cause if there is a God, she spend her time on this. And I ain't never gotta question his intention. Cause every ounce of love I give, I get it back in blessings. And
Yo, listen,
Yeah.
I'll do this because I feel like I get blessed every time.
That'll be on the deluxe.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it
Ma'am,
do.
you've been hiding that.
Oh,
Hiding all that.
Listen,
thank you.
listen. That was definitely a blessing. Now, is there an excerpt in here? Do you have a favorite excerpt out of your book?
I would say that not necessarily an excerpt, but I made the book very short, sweet, and to the point. So my favorite part of the book, literally this like might be my magnum opus. There's literally just quotes. So the last 5 to 8 pages is literally just quotes of like tidbits that I've said that have either helped me when I was writing the book or like things to put on a gravestone. So like when you ever see those memes and people are, oh, that's a good quote. I got a bunch of them there. So like you ever write something and read it, be like, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
One of my favorite quotes is that being comfortable keeps you poor. Being uncomfortable makes you rich.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that one.
You know what I'm saying? So if you could read us one of your favorite quotes.
Yeah. I could do that.
And also, like, lions don't care about the opinions of sheep.
True that.
That's another.
True that.
If you believe that the sky is the limit, you'll never see space.
Ooh,
No.
okay. That's definitely dope. Y'all gonna have to know on that for a minute. Like I caught it. I get it. I get that. That's dope. Don't ever limit yourself.
Yeah.
Don't place a limit on it. My grandma's always say she like, boy, you shoot for the stars, at least you might land on the moon. She would say that all the time. So, y'all ready to play this?
I'm nervous.
Me too.
I picked the easy one.
That's what they
I
are.
picked the easy one.
I felt better with the political topics.
The games are just too much.
All right. So
Ooh, yeah. Tell us.
I'm gonna read a portion of this verse. Okay. You don't win anything special. Just brag.
Man, don't you host no game shows? You don't win nothing, but we having a good time.
We gonna put you on a spot for no reason.
Dead ass.
Right.
Dead ass. Okay.
So,
So put your middle fingers up in the air and show a hater that you ain't even once cared. My ex bitch, we finna get another bag this year. My ex bitch, you're gonna have that there. This year, bad vibes get cut off. No more trips, new chicks with no drawers, more dank, more smoke, and more cars.
you know this one is
Can't.
very.
I can't.
I got
That's gonna
nothing.
kill me, man.
I've never heard that ever.
But you have-
I
I know everyone's heard this
have not.
song.
I've never heard that
It's a
ever.
very popular song.
What is it?
It's a very popular song. Just somebody give me one. Try to guess.
Oh.
I really have never heard that before.
I'm drawing.
Put your middle fingers
gonna
up
kill
in
me.
the air and
It's
show
gonna
a
kill me.
hater you ain't even once cared. You finna get another bag this year. My ex bitch, you can have that there. This year, bad vibes get cut off. More trips, new chicks with no drawers. More dank, more smoke, and more cars.
Is this Lil Wayne?
No.
That's what I could imagine.
I know older artists, newer,
Right.
older,
Do we get hints?
like younger, old.
There's
Younger,
an old
old.
artist and a new artist.
Oh,
What?
the duet.
Guess you could say that.
Okay, a feature.
Yes, it is a feature.
An older artist and a newer artist.
Definitely
what
an
are you
older
talking
artist.
about when you say old? What do you mean?
Stop trying to dig too hard.
Not Smokey Robinson. It's not
gotta-
Smokey.
It's definitely not Smokey Robinson. Smokey something, but not Smokey Robinson.
Ooh, okay.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Okay, Wiz Khalifa?
No.
Uh,
I could see Wiz Khalifa on this song though. If there's like, I could see him on this song.
I really just want to cheat.
Mhm.
I just want to look
No,
over
you
at your
can't.
phone and
Definitely
see
can't.
it.
Definitely can't do that. That's not how this game works.
Yeah.
I stumped Sean hitting too.
I'm stoned.
I stumped Sean hitting like 3 times. It's Smile, bitch, by Lil Duval.
I would have never. I
I've
would've
never
never guessed.
heard him rap a song ever. I didn't even know
Lil
he wrote
Duval
a
and
song.
Snoop Dogg. You ain't never heard that?
No.
That's
I was
crazy.
on track. Snoop and
crazy.
Jason.
Hashtag living my best life.
Oh,
Living my best life. I ain't
Oh,
going back and forth with you.
Uh-uh.
nigga.
I never listened to
It's
it.
clicking now,
It's
but
that
Yeah.
radio.
you gotta
Nope, I
understand,
never
black people
listened
don't
to
listen to the song, man. We listen to the clip and then we just like to dance. Nobody heard that whole song. Nobody.
No, there's parts in here that I know
I've-
already y'all have caught it.
I've never taken the time to actually listen to any of it. Yeah.
That's a good
It's
song.
catchy.
It's a really good song.
It's catchy.
It's basically just telling you to smile even when it's bad.
I think we just know
I-
the look.
I heard he made a song and I just thought it was gonna be corny and I didn't even listen.
It was after a hit. It was good. Don't judge the book for the cover.
I love that
They're like the white people that worked into my job. They look at me like, there's a Negro here.
We're not all in there. We're not. Oh my gosh.
It looks so, it'd be so tragic sometimes. And I'm like, hey, well, I'm not going to say where I work at.
Uh,
Like, hey, welcome. How can we help you?
Dang. No, do you need assistance?
You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh, we can speak.
Oh, my
It's funny.
God.
Who trained you?
Wow.
Yeah.
They make y'all?
Bro.
It's super funny.
It would be like that.
I'm resisting.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sitting over here resisting.
You got the analysis going.
We need a real song this time.
Are these all top 40s? Should I say that?
You know what?
What are they?
I am.
Yeah, we need these classics.
Oh no! Like you know what? I am going to pull out one classic song. I'm being silly with some of the first ones because it's just hilarious.
Right. Because I could. Oh, that's the first one.
Now, every black person should know this song at some point in time.
Now, if
Now.
we fail,
Right.
If you feel and you don't know this song, I'm snatching all of y'all black cards.
I was just about to say, I don't want to lose my black card
Give me
on the
Jackie. You gonna go from black to
podcast,
beige
on the
card.
show.
I'll lose half of it because it depends on.
Beige is a big step.
It depends on where you was raised. It depends. It might.
Okay.
But at some point in time, I promise you, if you went to college, you didn't heard this goddamn song
If you
because you went out to the
Okay.
damn club. All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna read the bridge. I'm gonna make it really, really easy for you.
You're gonna read the bridge. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Aries working that stuff. Leo's working that stuff. Scorpio's working that stuff. And that's it.
I'm gonna need you to put like
I
some
can't
form
put
of a beat
No.
behind these
No,
words
that's
and help me
not
out.
the purpose of it. If I did it on the beat, you would know
Then
exactly
we
what it
get
is. It's called reading.
You gotta say it again. You gotta say it again. Okay.
Leo's working that stuff. Aries working that stuff. Scorpio's working that stuff.
That's the whole bridge.
No, if I read the rest of it.
I don't know what
And
that
then
is.
there's a portion in there where they be like, go, 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 go.
That has a rhythm.
How many black songs?
I do not know.
They say, go, Freddie. Go, 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 Freddie. That's a little beat. That's a little
Okay,
beat.
a little beat.
That's a little beat. I'll give you a little beat. Being nicer than y'all than I was with everyone else. No
I
clue.
was in college at a different time than y'all, so
You'd have definitely been in
that
college when
is
this song
going
was
to
out.
be my excuse.
She was
So
like,
now
stop
we got a
aging.
hint. We got a hint.
We're in, cause you not that much older than you. Like you that much older than you. Not that much older.
I'm old enough to have been out of college when you were in college.
And this was definitely before college.
Okay.
Matter of fact, you would have probably
It's a
been in
classic.
high school
Okay, well,
or just about to go into
that did not help me at all.
it. Mm-hmm. Go, Sheila.
Go. It's your birthday. Is it your birthday?
Luke,
I don't know the name of the song. What is it?
Luke,
It's Your Birthday by Luke, by Uncle
I
Luke.
Oh, okay. I got that part.
but I
and you got
don't
Luke.
know why we did. Yeah, fine.
Right. We'll take it.
I don't know why the way you read it, that was not. It did
Oh,
not
that's the
sound
point.
right.
That's the point.
That's the
That's
point.
the point.
I get that. That's
point of
the point.
game.
I get that. That is the point of the game. I'm just letting you know.
That's why
It's
she
tough.
said.
I'm
games.
reinforcing.
I
that-
like you said it. It was
Yeah.
a
Hey,
question
listen,
mark at the
some
end.
people, I have to give you a little bit of the beat for you to get it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's a half a point.
I'll take it. We
Okay.
came up.
You lose a
Okay.
third of your black card.
Third.
You lose a third of your black card. You're sliding towards beige.
I don't know why I didn't catch that. I had to sing that at somebody's birthday party before as a game. Like,
Hey, listen. That's what's called read these lyrics.
Yeah. What else you got for us? Cause we got by with our.
Hey, I'm proud of me. I'm proud. So
Listen, like I said.
he was supposed to say something like, "What's that number one zodiac sign?" That was what you were
He
supposed
did
to
read
say.
off the zodiac signs. To be fair, I don't know how many other songs he.
All I'm saying, I went to the easiest portion of the song. And I was like, there's a whole part of the song where they say go, go, go.
Yeah,
Like-
that has some rhythm too.
I'm just trying to let you know. Y'all. Whew. Let's see. Yeah. But y'all got it. Y'all got it.
Right, we saved her.
Hold on,
All
wait.
sweaty and shit.
all
Ooh,
this
what could
pressure.
it be?
All this pressure.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying not to laugh. Because it's really hard to like read these lyrics without wanting to,
To sing it?
yes.
Okay.
Give
So
into it.
when this stuff goes through, be trying to figure out when, what, and how I'm gonna let this come out my mouth.
Usher.
Confessions? Yeah.
Now that's how it's supposed to go. Like that makes sense. The Lil Duval went, nah.
No, see, I read that one with rhythm, kind of. I tried to take it all.
But those lyrics, like those are,
Yeah.
unmistakable.
And I went to some of the easier lyrics.
Those are unmistakable.
I think everybody.
But everybody has sung that song. Yeah, like everybody has sung the song. He looks so guilty.
No.
Okay, so all right, this is the last one.
Okay.
The last one.
All right.
My life will never be the same. This girl, you came and changed. The way I walk, the way I talk, I cannot explain. These things I feel for you, but girl, you know it's true. Stay with me, fulfill my dreams, and I'll be all you need.
Why does this sound like some Drake song?
But it's not.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Make my dreams.
That one with Chris Tucker. Ah, I can't think of the name. I know what that is.
You really know? No. No.
No.
You said it's with Chris Tucker?
I'm thinking that's the one. I can't think of the name of the song. I immediately knew what that was.
Michael
Though.
Jackson. Can you read it one more time? Now we've got an artist here.
It's really hard not to sing this song with the melody.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking of. Like that's all I'm thinking of is the melody. I can't think of the name of the song.
My life will never be the same. This girl, you came and changed. The way I walk, the way I talk, I cannot explain. The things I feel for you.
You Rock My World?
Nice. You got it right. You had Chris Tucker in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't move.
Yeah.
I didn't-
Hey, that's hard.
No.
Hey, that dance he did down the stairs, that's hard.
I didn't move. That was
Nice.
hard. That was hard. See,
Nice.
y'all 2 for 4. Y'all batting 50%.
I've not heard of that one either.
Michael.
Yo.
Never heard you rock my world lyrics.
We might have to end that, right? You got the beat.
They both started.
Cause like that's the first thing I thought about when he said I'm like,
Because that was the smoothest stiff dance I ever seen.
Bro,
Listen,
listen, I was just thinking about that today, for real. I had my suit on. I was like, I need my.
I didn't even know Michael Jackson made a song with Chris Tucker.
Well, he ain't making with Chris Tucker. He was in the video.
No,
He was in the video.
got none of that. Not seen
Literally,
the
like it's
video.
one of Michael Jackson's coldest videos,
This
and that's
is
hard to say.
literally one of his
That's
best
hard to
songs.
say. Like it's one of his coldest videos.
I understand. I'm gonna go listen to it in my car.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
for sure.
gonna listen to everything that I didn't.
And
Yes.
yeah, you gonna know this
Here
one
we go.
immediately though. You gonna know this one immediately.
Mhm.
After the intro, he had a long intro.
Came in too, like,
Yeah.
since you came and changed the way I walk,
Ah.
the way
Play
I
this,
talk,
play this
I
song.
cannot explain.
Oh no, I do know that
Yeah.
song.
See, exactly. Yeah, see, listen, I can't even sing. And so they hit the melody, she's like, I know that song. She was still going to blame. Like, damn, how the hell?
Yeah.
Oh man. But it was a good show, y'all.
Yeah.
It was a good show,
Thank you
y'all.
for having
So
us.
real quick wrap up. Where can we find you on social media?
Daryl Ann,
Mhm.
DAR.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Dot music. Okay, I gotta spell it out because
Daryl Land dot
Butchering
music.
it. Yeah.
Dot music.
That
Okay.
music. Yeah.
Okay. Any socials?
Yep. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can find me. Oh, you can stream all of my music on Apple, Spotify, any platform you got.
I would tell you this: if you type in her name, she the only one.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
I can tell you that much. You type her name incorrectly, and all her shit pops up.
Yes.
Because it's all one.
Yeah.
It's
One
Daryl
and
Land.
only. Okay. Yes. Don't put a space in.
It's all one.
Yes.
Okay. So we can find you on TikTok. We can find you at DarylLandMusic.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can find me all. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, but I post most of my music stuff or like social stuff on Instagram. That's where you'll find.
Dr. Latoya, where can we find you at?
Elite Miss Earth USA on both Instagram and Facebook. And if you want me for business reasons, then you just Google Site Connection. I'll pop up.
Like I said, don't bring Day Day. No, just playing. No, please bring Day Day. Day Day need the help. And Simien, where can we find you at, brother?
Simien Robinson. That's Simien. Last name Robinson, Robinson. It's all of my socials. But my website is linktree /TOPCHEFENT. That's Top Chef ENT. Because whatever we do, we give food for thought.
And you know where y'all can find me at, man. You can find me at Wild Poetry. You can find me on Tone Deaf. You can find me on Instagram, Wild Poetry. You know, you already know what it is. This has been Prince Dan. Peace.
Yes.